Dear students, welcome to second part of the lesson, The Problems of India and Their Solutions. Today we are going to discuss about different types of discriminations that found in India, and one more topic is communalism. Let us begin with the topic discriminations. What is discrimination? Treating someone as inferior or superior based on their race, gender, national origin, age and other characteristics. Okay, now what are the different types of discriminations found in India? India is a multicultural society. So there are different types of discriminations are there in our society. But here I am going to discuss three types of discriminations which are most common in our society. They are discrimination based on gender, discrimination based on caste, and discrimination based on region. Okay, let us discuss in detail one by one. Gender inequality is the idea that men and women are not equal. Gender inequality is most common all part of the world. This gender inequality arises due to social customs. It is clear that our tradition is responsible for the status of women in our society. One more important reason for gender inequality in India is patriarchal values. It means father is the head of the family. Patriarchal system encourages male leadership, male domination and male power. It is a system in which women are subject to economic dependence. It also differentiates the work or profession which we engage in the society. Some types of works as men's work and some types of works as women's work. Dear students, please note down the points which are related to effects of gender inequality. Male domination and male power. Women are subjected to economic dependence. It categorized men's work and women's work. Discrimination in wages. Practices like dowry, child marriage, women abuse, etc. Hence, it is clear inequalities are there between men and women in our society. Government of India has undertaken various measures to solve this problem. The programs are reservation in education. Yes, right to education is given to all. The central government's programs like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, Balika Samriddhi Yojana, many scholarships offered to girls. Come to the point of Karnataka government announces free education for girls up to post graduation in government institutions. Is the best way to motivate girl child education. Next program is reservation in employment. 33% of reservation for women in government jobs is given. It helps women to get economic independence. Now she can prove that her life is not reserved to her kitchen. She can work outside, earn income and support her family. Next program is reservation in elections of local bodies. It has reserved one-third of seats in local elections. In Karnataka, 50% of reservation has been given to women in local body elections. This helps the concept of women empowerment. Reservation in election also helps women for role of leadership. It is proved that number of public goods has been increased after women participation in panchayat level. Public goods means the developmental works like water facility, even provision of good roads, schools, etc. raised by female elected officials. Even the issues like violence against women, even in domestic and public also decreased. India ranks 20th from the bottom in terms of representation of women in parliament. Women have held the post of president, prime minister, chief minister, etc. Now come to the topic women empowerment. What is women empowerment? In simple way, right to take her own decision in political, economic and social fields. So all these reservations helped her to participate in public life also. She has proved as a good administrator, civil servant. Nowadays, she is getting chance to join defense also. In conclusion, I can say that the status of women is increasing or the gap between men and women is slowly decreasing, but still we have not reached perfect destination. Let's move on to the next topic, the caste discrimination. Just like gender discrimination, caste-based discrimination is also a challenge to India. In the beginning, the caste structure was simple. Even though the divided Indian society, each caste represent an occupation. But later, members of higher caste have a greater social status than the individuals of a lower caste. Dear students, you already learned about Varna system in your 8th standard. In Varna theory, there were main 4 divisions in the society. They were Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudras. Thus, this caste system had ancient roots. Over time, the caste structure became more complex. Now at present, this caste is a gift to the Indian political system. There are more than 3,000 castes and 25,000 subcastes are there in India. Just imagine, each caste has its own custom, tradition, values, etc. This much large cultural diversity existed in India. That is the cultural beauty of India. But on the other hand, the caste system divided our society and discrimination found everywhere. After independence, many measures have been undertaken in the constitution to prevent this system. According to Article 17 of our constitution, untouchability is banned. The practice of untouchability is punishable offense. Thus, Constitution is trying to bring equality among all citizens through its legal acts. After all these, caste system is slowly disappearing, but still its impacts exist in our society. In many situations, we are taking the advantage of this system. I already told you that it's a gift to our political system. This evil cannot be solved only with the legal intervention. We should prepare to accept the change in the society. Regional inequality is also a big challenge to India. Some regions of the country have achieved a lot of progress, while many parts have remained backward. For example, Hyderabad Karnataka area. States like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Odisha, etc. are not developed. So there is a urgent need to eradicate regional imbalance of the country as early as possible because due to regional inequalities, many states demanding independent state status for themselves. The other consequences of regional imbalance development are migration. Usually people migrate from one place to another place in search of better job opportunities and better livelihood. And the next one is social unrest. It means general dissatisfaction of a group. It leads violence in the society. And last one, neglecting the less developed regions. Usually, all the government programs and facilities are useful to urban areas rather than rural areas. In order to address regional imbalance, Dr. D.M. Nanjundappa committee was appointed. It has given special report on various measures. Actually, the report was sent in 2002 but officially started in 2007. This report suggested some of the backward regions of Karnataka have been accorded special status by adding Article 371J. This article safeguards the rights of local people in employment and education and was created after agitation in the state of Andhra Pradesh. It was incorporated as 32nd Amendment of the Constitution in 1974. Thus, Dr. D. M. Nanjundappa Committee's report implemented to remove the regional imbalance. Dear students, please note down the points one by one. Article 371 has been amended from A to J. Backward regions have given special status. Dr. D. M. Nanjundappa Committee has given special report. Report suggested various measures to solve regional imbalance. The next topic is communalism. Today India is a very diverse country with more than 1.2 billion people living together. They have their own distinct culture. India is a land of several religions. It has 28 states with different culture. People here speak different languages, dress differently, follow different religions, but there is a unity. People of India have been living together for many centuries. It shows the intense tolerance and unity in diversity. But the concept of communalism fatal to Indian unity. So what is communalism? Dear students, please note down the definition. Segregation in the name of religion. Segregation means division in the name of religion and creating hatred and cultivating opposite self-interest. We can also explain like this: conflicts or fights among different religious groups is called communalism. Let us discuss about what are the effects of communalism. What are the bad influences of communalism in our society? Dear students, here also once again I am telling you to note down the points. First one, it creates social differences, mutual suspicion and fear situation in the society. It creates political competition, social groupism and economic hatefulness. It disturbs the integrity and unity of India. It destroys public-private property. It leads mutual acquisitions and physical assaults. Self-interest ahead of national interest. Dear students, in spite of cultural greatness, we have witnessed many communal clashes in India. In actual sense, communalism is result of emergence of modern politics, which has its roots in partition of Bengal. So, it is necessary to find out solutions to this problem. Now, let us see what are the precautions or solutions to address the challenge faced by communalism. Here there are many solutions. Let's see one by one. Ideas like uniform civil code, equality among all citizens, supporting secular values in the society, transcending narrow thoughts in favor of national interest, develop healthy national thoughts, foster the faiths of all people and develop healthy national thoughts, support to values like equality, fraternity and cultural diversity of India, believe in secular society. By following all these measures, we can solve the problem of communalism. Here, secular society, what it means? Our constitution itself supports secular state. Here, no religion is state religion. The word secular has been incorporated in the constitution through the 42nd Amendment in 1976. No religion has been given the status of a national religion. So, India is a secular country. Citizens have the liberty to practice any religion they desire. all religions have equal status in India. This concept helps to avoid communal clashes in India. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe the channel for upcoming video lessons. If you have any queries, ask me in the comment section. Meet you soon in the third part of the lesson.